sector is clear.
Give us everything we got! All wings!
Obi-Wan Kenobi, one of the most humble Jedi Masters who ever lived in the Star Wars universe, who took on the responsibility of training the Chosen One, Anakin Skywalker, to become a Jedi so that he may one day bring balance to the Force. Obi-Wan is such an iconic and classic character that made his way into the original and prequel trilogy. The fact that he is being put into Star Wars Battlefront 2 as a hero should not have come as a surprise, considering he is one of the main characters during the prequel era, and he essentially trained Darth Vader. So in this video, we are going to discuss all of his features, excluding victory poses for Star Wars Battlefront 2. So, let's begin. Starting with his emotes, I believe his 4 catchphrases will be, "So uncivilized," "Hello there," "Nothing but a wretched hive of scum and villainy," and "I'm on my way" from the Clone Wars cartoon. While fighting side by side with Yoda, he will constantly be told to be wary of his surroundings and to not lose focus by Yoda, a little hint of master-to-master banter. While interacting with Anakin, Obi-Wan would do the same to his Padawan, telling him not to lose his cool during the fight, and to most importantly not lose his lightsaber again, which Anakin could sharply talk back to his master. When fighting against Count Dooku, the two would argue about Qui-Gon's death, and Dooku would taunt Kenobi, telling him he is disappointing the former Jedi, stating he surely could do better. When fighting against Palpatine, Obi-Wan would be protective over his apprentice, telling Sidious that as long as he is alive, the Dark Lord will not take Anakin. When interacting with Darth Maul, the two would engage in a tense dialogue, Maul showing his anger towards the Jedi for taking away his legs and his position as Sidious's apprentice, and Obi-Wan would fire back saying he should have aimed for Maul's neck instead of his legs. Finally, Kenobi and Grievous would talk to each other on the battlefield, Grievous saying Kenobi's lightsaber would be great for his collection, and Obi-Wan saying that this time the cyborg would not get away. Now onto Obi-Wan's costumes. I believe his default outfit would be his Revenge of the Sith robes. He could also have rare cosmetics of his Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones look. He could have an epic appearance of his Clone Wars outfit with the clone armor, and finally, he would have a legendary appearance featuring his A New Hope look. So 1 common, 2 rare, 1 epic, and 1 legendary to start off with. Finally, his kit and abilities. Obi-Wan has been said to have a unique lightsaber style in Battlefront 2. Everyone else in the game is standard swings and aggressive gameplay, but what if Obi-Wan's style of combat is more passive and supportive to his teammates, kind of like how Rey is? Obi-Wan would keep his style of lightsaber combat, and he would be able to block blaster bolts and lightsaber attacks. His left and right bumper ability would allow him to use a different type of Jedi mind trick, one that would allow his enemies to see his allies as enemies. Those affected would have a blurred out vision as well, making it even more difficult to differentiate ally to enemy. This ability would be called, "Not the droid you're looking for." His right bumper ability would allow Obi-Wan to give a blast of force healing to a specific teammate. It would work differently than Yoda's. It wouldn't give them a health boost, more so a health replenishment to fill up an ally's health meter during combat and to continue doing so until his stamina gives out. This would be called One with the Force. His last ability, his left trigger, would be a parry ability against all lightsaber users. In Battlefront 2, there really isn't a way to properly counter a lightsaber attack and would follow up with your own. Obi-Wan would be able to press his left bumper just as he is about to be hit by a lightsaber, and he will undergo an animation showing him block and then attack, but instantly following up with his own attack, dishing whatever damage he was going to take back at the enemy. While undergoing the short animation, enemies would not be able to move, to eliminate the possibility of foes simply just running away from Obi-Wan before the parry is complete. If he is surrounded by multiple enemies, Obi-Wan could use this to parry all of his lightsaber-wielding enemies at once, kind of like how For Honor does it. This ability would only be able to be used every 5 to 10 seconds. This ability would be called Qui-Gon's Methods. And when Obi-Wan is defeated, he would disappear and his robes would fall to the floor just as he did in A New Hope. This defeated animation would work just like Yoda's, and it's authentic to his character. But guys, there you have it, another unofficial rundown of a character coming to Battlefront 2. As said before, this video was purely speculation, and I could be wrong about it all. But if I designed Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars Battlefront 2, this is how I would personally do it. Thank you all for watching, and as always, I will see you on the next one.